Alright, so carrying on from where we left off. Okay, so now what we need to do now is kind of draw out a maps for where we want this hair to grow out from. So what I'm going to do is let me just put this to the side, making sure we're on the same side hair description. Then let's create a map for this. Let's turn off the hair for now. And just make sure automatic is turned off for this. Okay. Right. So let's see. Okay, so let's create a map for this. So I'll come in here and just click on the drop down arrow and click on create map. Then in here, let's name this to all caps side head underscore hair underscore uh, dn underscore maps. I'll put this let me put this at 30. Then it should be on full black because we want to kind of paint in where we want the hair to grow out from by painting with white. So I'll click on the black. It should be fine. Map resolution should be fine. I'll click on create. Okay, so it's already on symmetry mode, which is like the reflection inside of this paint 3D paint tool. And we were painting with solid color. We always want to paint with solid color, very important. Try to avoid painting with this brush. Always paint with solid color, so you're very sure that you don't have any hairs trailing out when you kind of tap somewhere else. That even though it's not visible, hairs will be trailing out from there. So let's basically use a completely solid brush that kind of avoids any speckle of gray values being painted elsewhere when we're not too observant of it. So yes, solid brush. Then we're painting with zinc. Okay. Now this is the point now where I'll have to decide whether to paint this on full white. Now, if I paint this on full white, then I can use the density in here to kind of control how much of it I want. So let's just get this painted on full white. Okay, so it's on symmetry. Okay, so we're going to start with a smaller brush. So I'll hold the B key and I'm using my pen right now, so I'm not too sure if it's the right mouse or left mouse click. Let me just use my mouse and I kind of figure out what that is so I can tell you guys what to use. So you hold down the B key with your left mouse click. Let me take this down first. The reason why I'm using a smaller brush size is because I'm kind of paint a smaller stroke where I want the edge or the border of this hair to kind of stop at. Let me probably take this down a bit more like so. So I'll start painting from around here. Let me zoom out. Let me get this at a sharp angle like so. Now, the reason why I kept all these egg guys in here is because I want to also kind of guide me on the borders of this. That's why I intentionally started drawing out the egg guides directly on some of the borders. So I kind of have a general idea of where the hair should kind of go from and where I should kind of paint in. Something like so. For this, I think the ear is around here. So I'm just using this as a guide, kind of know where I should paint this in. Let me undo that. I have this weird problem with my pen where it kind of creates unwanted gaps in between, which I don't want. I think all the way here should be just fine. So let's just close this around here. Okay, so now for the inner part, I can just go, I can even go in a bit more because most of the hair in here is the center head hair we created, the center head hair we created. So it's completely fine if we kind of draw our border inside of it. That's completely fine. Okay, since this looks and feels just about right. So now I can increase my brush now and begin to paint heavily inside of this. Since I've already established the border, but let me just take down the brush size a bit more so I don't kind of get this size of the brush bleeding out over the edge. Okay. So you want to be really careful with this. Let me kind of do this in this fashion, something like so. Something doesn't feel right. Hope this doesn't crash. Oh man, I hope this doesn't crash. Seems to be stuck. Hope this doesn't crash. Oh, whew, that was close. So let's just do a quick save. Let's do a quick save in here. Now come in here also, and I'll just do. Oh, I'm supposed to change something up in here. Assign. Okay, it's already on 2K. That's fine. Save texture. Okay. Now save the file also. So clicking on save kind of put us out of the painting mode. So let's just go back in here and select this pencil. It's gonna go back in there. And then we just keep painting. Okay. So I'll just keep painting on this. Okay. Almost done with this. Okay. Almost done. Alright, this looks and feels just about right for this. If there's any corrections to be made on this, we can always go back and then correct that. Well, let's just do a quick save for this and generate air on top of it and let's see what we have. Alright, so let us generate some hairs out of this. I'll just hit the Q on the keyboard to go out of this. So you can see how the hairs are being generated only where we have our marking. Yes, this will work just fine. Don't know if we need more. Okay, I don't know. I'm just looking at this. I'm not too sure if, not quite sure if I like the transition around here. Though. Not quite certain. Though we can say for the sake of kind of randomize this so it doesn't feel very machine-like. We can more or less leave this like so. But I don't know. I feel like I need to kind of make this a bit sharper. So let's go back right into it. Then do something like so. Kind of more or less like sharpen it, not sharpen it on the edge. This one needs to be a bit more precise. Let me take down the brush size a bit more. Kind of draw something a bit more precise in there, like so. Okay. Let's draw something a bit more precise. Like this should be fine also. So let's do a quick save. And let's update that. Let me just come back into the selection tool. Kind of take a look at this again and let's see. Yeah, that this feels a bit much better. It's slightly better. This part still feels a bit rather odd. Let me just increase this a bit more. Let's see. Oh, okay. It gets better when kind of add more hairs to this. So yeah, this will be just fine. This will be just fine. This will work just fine. So probably put this at the number of 50 and run this again. Okay. I think we can just feel the hairs. Still feels a bit short. It still feels kind of short to me. Let me select all of this, all of the hair guides and extend it out a bit more. Let's update this. Coming here, I'll put in a value of 30 in here. Okay. Update. Let's just leave this. Let's just leave this the way it is, and let's start adding some modifiers in here. So while adding some modifiers, give us a clearer idea as to how far we want the length to be. Okay. Just looking at this now, and I think this one seems to be for this thing. This feels to be direction of this feels rather odd. Feels rather odd. Let's check the airflow. Let's check the airflow for that. Okay. So I'll select. Let me start by selecting this. I'll work on just this side and I'll now flip it or flip it to the other side. And so I'll select this, kind of rotate it like so. Let's run an update for this. Okay, maybe probably this one's around here. Share this too. Maybe this one's around this edge, this and this. Now this one looks actually fine. This looks actually fine, but these three, I think I will scale them in a bit more, like so. And let's simulate, or rather refresh this. Okay, it should probably work. So I'll select this entire half, excluding this, and I'll just mirror it to the other side. Seem to have one of these out, so let me just delete this one, this again. Just refresh that and let's see what we have. Okay, that's fine. Let us leave this. Let us leave this as it is for now. At least for now. For now, it should be fine for now. So now let's go start going to the modifiers and begin to adjust this and make this have a better resemblance to our reference image. Let's see what we have here. Seem to have some air spoiling in here, but this is not very defined. It's not as defined as I wanted. This one actually looks good. This one actually looks good, but the resolution is terrible. The resolution is not something we will be proud to work with. We have some clumpings in here. Let's just stick with this. Let's just stick with this. Get a closer view on this, like so. I need to collapse this for now. Just make it white. Can close this. Then modifiers. So obviously we start with the clump modifier. We start with clumping. Okay. Let's get a closer view in here so I can actually get an idea of what is actually going on in here. Right. Okay, so let's see. We want the clumping. Let me just get a closer look again. Let me see if I can find one clump we can use. Okay, I think this looks a bit average. It should be fine. And the clumping is actually affecting more or less around the middle parts and very much at the tip. But I would like the clumping not to affect so much of the tip though. So I'm just going to raise this up like so and just put this back around here. Let's start with something around this value. So I come down here, I click on setup map. Let's try a value of 1 for now. Let's click on generate. Let's see, okay. Let's click on save. Then let's refresh or update this. Let's see what we have, okay. I think one issue we have in here is that we have too many airs to work with. There's just too many airs to work with. So let's go to the clumping and then try to start making adjustments to this. How much of this clumping do we want to be affecting the roots? So this is the roots and this is the tip. Probably I want this to affect the roots even more. Let's refresh this. This kind of affect the roots more. Maybe also the tip. Let's drag the tip all the way down. Okay. Let me put this back in here. Try this again. Just kind of average this here again. Just trying to figure out what actually works best for this. You push this down. Try this again. Maybe get this around here. Let me turn off the guides for now. And let's have fewer hairs in here. Let's try value of 20. Okay. So it's a good base, I believe. Then we'll go back to the grooming, the modifiers rather. Let's add another clump to this. This clumping variance, does it actually do anything? Let's see. Let's see what that does. Let's experiment with this ish. That looks rather strong. Let's turn that on. Let's try some random values in here. Let's try some random values in here. Let's try something around. Let's see. I don't do something too strong. So let's try. We can actually try this. Let's try this round value of 0 to 1.3. Let us paste this in here. And let's refresh this and let's see what we have. That feels really weird. Let me put this to around, let's put this to around 0.3, 0.01 or even 0. Let's just put 0 in there. 0.0, 0.3 close bracket. So let's try this. Let's try this and let's see what we have. So I'm basically just experimenting in here, trying to figure out, what works best for this. No, this view is completely weird and completely off though. But let's try to add another clumping on top of this. Let's see the result that gives us. So adding another clumping to this, come to setup. I'll put this to a value of 6. I'll click on generate. Oh yes, I'm supposed to, let me save this first. I'm supposed to kind of randomize the maximum for the clump 1. So in here, let's turn off the clump 2 for now. So this clump 1, let's go back to setup maps. I'll put this to around 0.8. Generate. So that kind of add some kind of randomizer to the clumping guides. So let's update this again. Okay. Let's turn on the clump 2 and let's update this again. Ish. Seems rather terrible. So go to clumping 1 and let's turn off clump variance and put this on 0. So it was 0, so it was actually 0.0. Then let's update this again. Okay. Not there yet. It's absolutely not there yet. On this, this is actually on. Let's try 0.5 in here. Okay. Now we have something. So this kind of reduce the strength of our clumping 1. So instead of it appearing as its full strength, kind of reducing that to kind of half of its full strength. Let's see. There's obviously too many airs in here though. There's just too many. Definitely need to reduce that pretty much, either from the density value or from the max itself. Kind of adding some random breakups to it. Okay, let's try by reducing this all the way to 10. The length of this now, I'm beginning to feel like the length of this is way too much. Maybe this should probably be shorter than it is right now. So let's bring in the, or maybe, just maybe, let's yes, the F is blocked way too long. Let's select all the air guides and use the scale tool to just bring that in a bit more and update this. Let's see what we have. Almost there. Okay, let me go back to the modifiers for this. Turn off the guide, turn off this clumping tool, refresh this again. Let's see. Let's refresh this again. Let's see what we have. Turn on the clumping tool. Let's see what we have again. Seems to be getting close. Now you notice something in here. Let's see. You notice that we're more or less having almost like equal gaps in between. More or less having equal gaps in between. So we need to kind of go to the density maps and kind of paint in some variations a bit more around this. I'm guessing that maybe probably even this steady region might even need to reduce that even more. Okay, but before we do that, I think let's kind of stack up everything is supposed to stack up on this, or every modifier is supposed to stack on top of this. Then once we are okay with that, then we can kind of see if this will give us a better result or not. If it doesn't, then we'll just have to kind of go into the maths and begin to break that up even more. So another thing I'd like to add in here is, let's add some coil to this. Adding some coil to this will kind of going to just be expensive because we need to kind of crank this up. Let's try crank this up to around a value of 80 and run this again. So you can see now that right off the bat, the coil is already affecting this. Very heavy coil affecting this body. The only issue now is that the radius for this is just radius scale is just way too much. Radius scale is just way too much. So it's affecting more of the tip. Yes, I want this to actually affect more of the tip than the root. So I'll need to drag this down. And just update this. Okay. CPU is a bit crazy though. Let's randomize this scale. Let me just do a quick save again for this. So paste this. Let's try a scale of from 0 to 0.3. Let's see what that gives us. This root is not scaling up. I don't want this to be affecting so much of. Let's put this around here and let's run this again. I'm not too sure if I can actually see. If I can actually see much happening in here. Let's put this around here again and let's run this. Yeah, I noticed it's not the entire thing that's been affected. So let's see if we can. Let's increase the value all the way to 6. So round open bracket 0, 0.6. So let's try this. Let's see. Yeah, now we're having something a bit more interesting. Begin to feel a lot better. Now let's see how coiled up this is. Also need to kind of randomize the count for this. So we have a count of 1 in here. We can obviously increase this. So let's just place that random value in here. So let's do from a value of 1 to, maybe not, yeah, 1 seems fine. Let's say a value of 1 to 3. Value of 1 to 3. So let's refresh this again. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, so it's getting a bit more interesting. Maybe slightly too much. Probably a bit too much. Let's just zoom in again to the reference and let's see. Let's see what we have. We're definitely having some coils in there, but seems like the coils are for a very few number. Very few numbers over here. Okay. Is there a way to randomize this? I don't know if there's a way to randomize this maps. I actually doubt that. There's a way to randomize this map by using this random value in there. Let's give it a try. So copy this, paste this in here, and let's fire this up. Let's see what that gives us. Yes, pretty much nothing, like I imagined. Let's get the close and view of this, and let's see. Since we're pushing out way too much from the edge though, so I'll kind of collapse this a bit more, and fire this up again. Let's see. So that has shrunk back in. I'm gonna check the height of this. If this height seems fine, I'm just trying as much as possible to get this as close enough as I possibly can. Okay. Can we keep this? Can we keep this or not? Just trying to figure out if I will need to keep this or modify this even more. It feels close enough though. It feels slightly close enough. Okay. The only thing there is that I don't want this to be affecting the entire thing. So let's try. Before we try, okay, let's try this. Come in here. I will click on load map. Go to load, rather load expression. Go to samples. Go to color. Then we have noise in here. We have the noise C and we have the noise E. So let's try this noise C. And let's update this. Let's see what that gives us. Okay. Now that seems to kind of randomize some of the point in there. Now it's not the entire thing that is kind of coiled up. Let's increase this frequency a bit more. Let's see what that gives us. Okay. This is pretty much randomizing the effect on it. Let's say we increase this value to 6. Let's see what that gives us. Okay. Probably need a bit more of this randomized. Drag this all the way up. Contrast, let me increase the contrast a bit more. Let's see what we have. Okay. Not the entire thing is coiled up. We have some of them coiling in, but definitely not the entire thing, which is more or less what we want. Let me put this around here. Let's see what that gives us. Let's drag this all the way up. Okay. I think this I can keep. This I can keep this way. This I can definitely keep. Let's just do a quick save for this. Right. Let's see. Does this color do anything interesting? Probably not. Let's see if we drag all this down here. Let's put the contrast to 0. Let's see. I can't even see much of anything happening in there. Though we're having that random function, I think more of this noise being random, more of this noise kind of catching the point. Let's try something here. Let's take it back to all the way to 100. Okay, so now let's add some noise to think we're done with that. Let's add some noise to this. So noise. Let's just fire this up and let's see what we have. So that is definitely breaking this up even more. Okay. Might probably need a bit more. Let's increase the magnitude to around the value of 5. Yes. I'm just going to figure out if I need to randomize this. This is way too strong. So let's randomize this. Let's randomize this. So just type in round open brackets. Let's start from 0 value of 1 comma say value of 4 close brackets, enter. Let's update this. Let's see what we have. I think I begin to get something a bit more interesting. We might not even need to play with the density maps. I kind of break this up. The noise is kind of doing most of the heavy lifting for us. Except this feels a bit much. Let's start from a value of 0 instead. Let's see. See, but this value of 1 still feels slightly strong. Let's turn off this noise. Let's see what we have without the noise. With the noise, feels quite strong. Let's also randomize this frequency. So round open bracket. Let's start from a value of 0 underscore and 0 comma. Let's try a value of 1 in there. Well, let's try a value. Let's go drastic on it. Let's try a value of 5. Let's see what that does. Now that's way too aggressive, so probably be leaving it at 0.8. And I also want to get this down to a value of 1. And let's refresh this. Yeah, I think this one, for this we need more than 1. Let's try 2. This we can leave as a good base. So let's add another noise to this. I don't think there'll be any reason to kind of do stray hairs for this. I don't think we need stray hairs for this. Even looking at this now, I still feel the hairs are a bit much. Still feels like the hairs are a bit much. Let's just add the port modifier to this. Let's add the port modifier to this. Port Then we would, let's just use the value. Let's just use this. I'll just copy this. And let's refresh this again. Probably even go to a much higher value. Let's try a value of 5. Maybe a bit more. Let's go all the way to 1. Okay, it's beginning to feel slightly better. I think something around this should be fine. We have some hairs having some more colored effects. Noise in there. It's kind of break this up a bit more. It's the noise with some random values to this. I think this should be just fine. So now let me do a quick save for this. Let's go back to the center head description and bring this in. I was going to kind of do, let's see if we still need to do something in here. Alright, I think this is beginning to come together quite nicely. Okay, the general outlook of this is looking actually quite nice. Yeah, looking quite nice. I don't know if I'll need more density for this side here. I don't know. Let's just, for the sake of kind of getting a better visual look on this, let's go to primitive and let's kind of crank this up to a value of 20. And we definitely and also need to what's it called again? Go to modifiers and then update that on the clumping. So I'm just going to update this in the clumping. So I'll just, this is clump, look here, this is clump 1. It says, yeah, I remember I supposed to do something in here. So let's put this at around 0.8. Generate, save. Okay, I come in here. I would set up, let's put this around 0.7 in here. Generate, save. Okay, so now let's update this in the entire description of this. I can't say I like the new look though, because it feels very generic. Kind of prepared what we had before. Did this actually update? I'm not sure it did. I'm not sure it did. Let's update this again. No. This seems to just make everything worse. Definitely makes I prefer the previous look. Definitely prefer the previous look to this. Just all of this off for now. And I'll begin to bring them in one by one. Probably even get some more noise to this. Maybe it's around 5. Extra layer of noise. Add the port to this. Okay. No. This doesn't feel right anymore. This just doesn't feel right anymore. It doesn't feel right anymore. Let's just look at this again. Let's just try and fix this up. Okay. Main problem. Let's turn off this clump in one. Let's turn off clump 1. Let's see what we have in there. The clump 2. Come on. Come on. I'm on the wrong one. Ish. I'm on the wrong description. My bad. I'm on the wrong description. I'm acting on the wrong description. Hope I don't mess things up. Yes, I did not mess things up. Okay. I'm still in here, not mess things up that bad. So let's turn off this clump 1. You have to keep in mind the description you're on, very important. And there's no crime to kind of know if something is working correctly or it's not working accurately as you want it to. Now this feels a bit better. It definitely feels a bit better. Let me turn off this head here for now and go back to description, to the decided description. This feels a bit better without the clumping 1. This feels a bit better without the clumping 1. Let's just check it from the side. Maybe this noise is way too much. Let's just put this to around the value of 3. So you always want to kind of make sure everything is working correctly. If it's not, then please, you should have no fear. Just go in there and then try and fix it. No matter how long you kind of spend on it, just make sure you fix it. Very important. I think this is beginning to feel. You see, this feels much better than what we had in there before without this clumping 1. And the reason why we have this issue with this clumping 1 is because, unlike the clumping 1, this clumping 2 has a setup. Let's put setup map. That's a density of 2. No, sorry, that's a density of 6. So if we should come to this clumping 1, come in here, then instead of having a clump value of 1, let's put this to around 2. Let's generate something around, let's even try 3. Randomize this, I'll put this at 0.08. I'll click save on this. Then let's see how everything works together as a whole. Even this also feels quite nice. Even this also feels quite nice. If the little we can just do, just make this feel no, not scanty. I think we're come past the stage of making this feel scanty. I think this feels even better. Yeah, this definitely feels even better. This feels better than the previous one. Maybe in this clumping too, let's try to triple this value. What the value of the for the clumping one? So let's triple that. Should have let's try put this around 9. Generate, save, and let's update this. Let's see what we have. Okay, probably even better. It's probably even better. Yes, I think this we can live. This we can definitely live with. The egg guides in here. I think I'll need to shrink this down a bit more. Select them all, hold down Ctrl Shift and select this also. I think I'll need to take down the size. Right. Turn off the guides. I think this should work. So let me just do a quick save for this. Then go to this top and bring this in. Alright, now this is looking way better. So now let's come in here. Let's just select this for now and hide this. Ctrl H to hide this. Then let's review this. Shift H to review this. Now we can actually see, okay, do we want, is the hair is kind of growing out where we want them to, or which kind of painting more of this? That will just be the next question on our mind. So I'm guessing this should need to come, I'm guessing this mark needs to come forward a bit more, like all the way around here. It's probably needs to come forward a bit more. Or you can keep this like this if you want to. But I think I would like this to come out a bit more. Let's see. Yes, this should definitely be more outward around here than all the way here. Yes, that's definitely it. So now let's go back. Let's hide this for now and turn on this else tab. Let's just hide this top air for now. Then make sure we're on the correct description. Go to primitive. Let's go back to the paint tool. And we need to paint this. We need to paint this a bit forward. So let's just come in here. Kind of paint this a bit forward like so. Right. I need to kind of clean this up a bit more. So I'll double click on this, put this on full black. Let's clean this up like so. Put this on full white. Paint this back in. Okay, let's see our guides. Let's see the guides for this. So we need to kind of introduce more guides closer to where this new maxim is. Let's just put this in here, put one here, put one here, put one around here also. I'll go to selection tool. I'll select, let's see the one that is missing. I'll select that, select this, select this also, select this, let me deselect this in here. Let's flip that to the other side. Okay, let's go back into the max and we also save this. Let's save this again. Let's paint this in properly. There's an issue in here I need to fix, so I'm gonna make sure we are on full black in here. Kind of paint this out. Make this a bit neater. Okay, white. Paint this in. Right. Do a quick save. Let's hope we've captured most of what we want in there. Let's update this. So we should have some more air going out in front of that now. Let's save this also. Okay. Let's review this on top of it. Select, once you just select only this scalp and hide just the scalp. Kind of figure out if this new painting is fine or not. I think we're just about, is this close enough? Let's see how close this should be. This feels just about, yeah, this feels just about right. The top there, let's bring this back in. Alright. Okay, this we can definitely leave this. Yeah, this this we can definitely live with. So let's just do a quick save. So in the next lesson we're going to be working on the eyebrow and then the eyelashes for this. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson. So bye for now.